The next project in our lineup is the leading media streaming service in Korea. They own the majority of the market share here, even with strong contenders like Netflix coming into the space. It's safe to assume that just about everybody in their 20s and 30s, so pretty much everybody in this room is probably on Watcha today. I'm really excited to invite Alex Won. Is Alex Won? Alex Won to the stage. He's the co-founder and CEO of Watcha.
Nice to meet you. I'm another Alex. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are a lot of Alex here. And yeah, I'm CEO and the co-founder at Watcha team. And our project is Copyright Protocol, decentralized paid content exchange protocol. So before getting into the Copyright Protocol, let me explain our existing business first. We founded our company in 2011 as a response to a problem that there were so many great contents out there, but they were not being delivered to right users. As we were experts in machine learning and personalized technology, we thought we had to solve this problem. So that's how Watcha was born. Watcha is a personalized recommendation and contents review service for movies, TV series, animations, and books. So this is how Watcha looks like. Pretty good, right? Its recommendation accuracy is higher than even Netflix, 26% better measured by RMSE. And we've collected 370 million ratings and reviews. And that number actually, that's the dominating figure, the number one in Korea, 30 times more than number two, which is Naver, the Korean version of Google. And it's available in Japanese and Korean, and the English version is coming up like a couple of months. So once we became the first in personalized recommendation for contents, we decided to take next step and deliver the contents we recommended directly to our users. So we created the content platforms such as Watcha Play, and Watcha Music and Watcha Webtoon, where the users can actually consume movies and TV series, music, and comics. So this is Watcha Play, a paid subscription VOD service. And it's the biggest competitor against Netflix in Korea. And it won the partnership with Samsung Electronics this year. So every customer buying Samsung Galaxy S9 this year in Korea, they get 3 months free voucher of Watcha Play. It's also preloaded on Samsung LG Smart TV as well, and major devices like Chromecast and Android TV as well. So our users watch a lot, engage a lot. We have relationships, they are all licensing us the contents, like Disney, HBO, Sony Pictures, and Fox Network Groups, BBC Networks, as well as our local studios like CJ ENM, JTBC, and NBC, etc. And every year, without missing a single year, we've been awarded as Best App of the Year by Apple and Google. However, running these platforms, we found out there was a bigger problem in this ecosystem. The thing is, the content providers are upset that these major platforms have been, number one, charging unreasonably high commissions. And number two, non-transparent with their revenue sharing system. And number three, making their own original contents and favoring them on their platform. So the content providers are striking back by making their own platforms, right? Like HBO Now and Disney Life. So the relationships between the content providers and platforms is worse than ever. But it's not just their fight. Users have been missing out too, right? For example, Disney pulled out from Netflix. Netflix lost their business. But it's the users who has less content to consume. And let's not forget, users are not being rewarded at all for their contribution to the success of these platforms and contents. Oh. Yeah, Crown. So once again, we set out and found an answer to this big problem. So here it is, the copyright protocol, where these three parties can coexist and cooperate. So this is how the copyright protocol works. The platform will distribute most of their platform fee to content providers and users. And in this place, the platform will take the inflation pool, which will be determined by users and content providers, thus creating a transparent and fair structure that is balanced and checked by each party. We'll aggressively expand our ecosystem by making our platforms open source so that third parties can easily join our ecosystem. And furthermore, the foundation will acquire and invest in the existing platforms for our ecosystem. We will start with the Watcha TV. That is going to be a transactional VOD like iTunes and Google Play movies, where the user pays for each content. So there are two tokens. CRT is a UT token, and CRP is for staking and non-transferable and getting voting power. Let me talk a bit about our token model. Once the user pays for a content, the payment will be immediately distributed to the content provider and the platform and the user and the other users. To be specific, most of it goes to the content provider, and 10% goes to the platform, which is a big drop from 30 to 70% they used to take. And another 10% goes to the user for a stake in that content. And the last 10% is distributed among the users, other users who already have a stake in that same content. For the platform, the inflation pool will be distributed to each provider, each platform, according to their contribution to the network. The copyright protocol is designed to be very favorable to mainstream content providers because we understand them. As the copyright protocols allows them to run their business as usual. They can continue to receive their license fee with fiat and monthly basis. But at a much higher rate, and every transaction will be transparent. And if they want to be more engaged with our protocol, our ecosystem, that they can receive their license fee with our token CRT in real time with extra bonus. And they can even influence our ecosystem by acquiring CRP and gaining voting power. So we're definitely moving fast. We're gonna start with the transaction VOD, like I said, and we're gonna move on to subscription VOD, music, and novels, and comics, and ebooks as well. So we have two most handsome guys in this party up there, so Simon and Ryan and Hashit, and we have XSQ from Zhuang from XSQ, and Jun from Kakao Ventures. We have raised 21 million for equity funding. Actually, last Friday, as far as I remember, Friday, we raised $12 million for equity funding for Series C. So we have 35 team members, and half of them are very experienced engineers. They studied great universities in Korea, and they worked at best tech companies in Korea. Thank you very much.